Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Want Less Object. And today I got another offcut of, some maple. This came from when I was making quarter sawn blanks, and it's a drop. The bark's pretty loose on it, so there's no way I'm going to get a natural edge out of it, but I could probably get a live edge out of this. No idea what I'm going to make. I'm just going to stick it up there. It ain't, whatever it ends up, it ain't going to be very big. So I'm just going to chuck it up and start turning on it and see what happens. That's the plan. Let's turn this light on so we got a little bit of illumination. Fire up the power. Let's get this stuff moved down here, because we'll need it. Get ourselves a center. And we'll shoot for I'm just going to eyeball this. I'm going to shoot for an even natural edge. And I'll get myself oriented. I'll get the center in here, and wherever that center is going to actually make contact, I'll probably, oh, there's a nail in this one. Look at that. There's a nail head sticking out right there, so I'm going to have to pull that out. Now, typically, when you find a blank like this, and you see this black streaking in there, that typically means that there's some sort of metal inside the wood. So if you see that, don't just start cutting on it. Look for that metal. So I'm going to get a hammer, and I'm going to yank that nail out of there right quick. Give me a second. All right, there's the piece of nail that I got out of there. Now this end here was already broken off, so I must have hit that with the chainsaw back when I originally cut that blank. So we will continue on. Let me see what we end up with here. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to knock this bark off of here because it's coming off anyway, so hold on a second. All right, I changed my mind. I put it on a faceplate just to make it more simple. So let's see how it spins. It's pretty neat when you do this, because let me turn this camera a little bit. Now, I know the camera's not picking it up, but for me, I see a shadow line inside of there, and it pretty much shows me the size and the shape of where I can turn it to, and it would be a solid brown chunk. So I'm not allowing the piece of wood to determine what it's going to end up to be, but it gives me a good idea of where I'm at. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, let's make something. All right, let's get it on the glue block and finish the other side. All right, we got to flip around. Hey everybody. Okay, so here's a little bowl that we made on New Year's Eve, and it's ready for its second coat of finish. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to buff it, then I'm going to clean it with denatured alcohol, and then I'm going to put another coat of finish on there. And this bowl right here, I'm just using the shellac because I just wanted to see how it would turn out. So that's what we're going to do. So in case anybody's curious, this old drill runs at, let me see, where's it at? This old drill runs at 2,500 RPMs. I'll try to hold it up there so you can see that. I don't know if you can read it on the plate or not, but this drill runs at 2,500 RPMs. So I run the spindle at half of that, opposite direction of whatever I'm running this. And that's how I buff it. And the only reason I'm buffing it is just to smooth out any kind of blemishes that may be in the finish. Just smoothing it out. So I'm going to hit this outside just a little bit more. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. All right, so I'm going to wipe it down with some denatured alcohol and get another coat of finish on it. Give me a second here. All right, I got me some denatured alcohol on this paper towel. And I'm just aiming to wipe off any residue from the buffer, any buffing compound that may still be on there. Just cleaning that off, that's all. It doesn't take much. Now we'll let that dry. So this is what I'm using here. Now, I've never used this as just a finish on its own. I use this as it's 1/3 from the shine juice that I make. But I figured this little project, I would try it out and see what kind of a finish it would make on this little dish. And that'll let me know if I want to use it on bigger projects. So this is how I figure it out. Now I'm just going to put it on there the same way I put on my other finish, the Water Lux. I'm just going to do it the same way, see how it comes out. Well, that's it for that. I'll put that away in the drying tower. All right, I'm going to put this away in the drying tower, and I'll bring you guys back when I'm putting the third final coat of finish on this. Okay, folks, I've decided to go ahead and put a friction polish on the OD of this little dish that I made. So you can see it's kind of dull right now. It's got a real dull sheen to it. So let's see what happens when I put some friction polish on it. So I'm going to get some on there at a low speed, get it spread out. Now we're going to crank it up and burn it in there. See the difference in that shine now? It's dry, it's burnt in. And it did crack. I heard it crack while I was heating it up. That's from the heat. All right, I'm not going to make you guys watch all that. I'm going to keep going. I'll bring you back when it's time to cut that off the glue block. All right, let's get this little bowl parted off of the glue block so we can get the foot finished and get it signed and see what else we can do with it. All right. Just like always, I'm only going to run at about 600 RPMs. I think that might be one of my screws. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can see it in the video right there, but if you look right there, there's the very tip of one of the screws. I had used this glue block for a large bowl. So yeah, that's the very tip of one of those screws. So I'm gonna have to move over just a little bit, which is okay because I got plenty of room, but first I gotta fix the edge on my tool because that knocked it right off of there. Let's see if that did what we need. Oh yeah. So I don't know if the video is going to show it or not, but if you look down in there, let me see if I can turn this just a little bit. Maybe it'll get a little better view. If you look all the way down in there, you can see that I've got that parted down to, it's about a 1/2 inch diameter. So the only thing that's really holding that on there is the glue right now. You can see how loose that is on there. So I'm just gonna twist that glue free. See that? That very center was nothing but glue holding that on there. Okay, so now we got to true up the glue block. For that, I'm going to move this camera back to where I usually keep it. Okay. And we'll use my 1/2 inch bowl gouge. Crank the speed up. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. I just remembered that screw, the head of that screw is sticking out of there somewhere. Knowing my luck, I'm going to find it the hard way with my finger. Okay, there's a little bitty nub on there. It's mostly glue, so I'll pick that off of there, and then I'll grind the rest of that off of there by hand. I'll get it signed and get the finish on there, and then that'll be it. Okay, everybody, there you have it. Just a nice little bowl. Came from one of those offcuts that I do. This black mark, there was a nail in there, and it stained the wood. I left that in there because I just thought it gave it some character. There's the foot, and it's just a little bowl, nice little quick run project, natural edge, and you can use it for whatever you want. But that's it. Just another save from the scrap pile. Okay, everybody. Thanks for watching.